Hello. Hello, 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 hello. We're live. We're back. I feel like I wasn't here last weekend, but I definitely was here last weekend. But I feel like I've had such a long day and such a long week that it feels like it's just been like a month since I've talked to you guys. Talking, it's not like a word, Joe. Since I've spoken to you guys, it feels like like it's been a long time, but it hasn't. Um, but we're here, we're live. I've already done my skincare routine. That's why I'm looking a little bit more flawless than usual on this stream. Because I've already done the skincare routine and it is fantastic. I'm really loving my skincare routine these days. I think I finally found a product that is really helping me to manage my acne. Because I get a lot of acne, y'all. Believe it or not, I get a lot of acne. So, hey Bambi, no, I lied. I lied. I did not go live last Sunday. There was just too much going on. There was, I was so tired, and there was just too much going on. And let's do a little bit of a life lesson, okay? Let's really talk about it because I've had a big issue this month of June, that I want to talk about. And it's all about loosening your boundaries and coming from a place of yes. Now, you guys should know by now that I come from a place of no. Like, I typically say no before I say yes. That's just my personality. Like, and I feel like it has led to me surviving in a amazing way. It's why I don't have gray hair in my 30s. I don't have gray hair. And it's crazy to me um how many people in their 30s have gray hair. It's like, what are you doing that's stressing you out so much? You know what it is? You're saying yes too much. Stop saying yes to everything. Okay? That's why you have gray hair. I mean, literally, start saying no. Say no. I'm honest. I mean, I'm being honest here. Like, when I say I come from a place of no, I'm very proud of that because it protects myself. It protects myself from over exerting myself, from exhaustion. It prevents me from Diddy behind my chair. Don't say that. Do not say that, honey. Listen, baby. Diddy is somewhere on an island in a country that has no U.S. extradition laws. Okay, because he cannot be extradited back to the U.S. That's where Diddy is. He's not here in the U.S. Believe that. Okay, know that. Okay, know that, Roman. Um, he is nowhere in the U.S., honey. He is running from the motherfucking law because the diddler has diddled too many people. Okay, he has been allegedly diddling girls, diddling boys. The diddler is off in some Asian country or some, yeah, probably an Asian country with no extradition laws. That's what the T is. TKW70, welcome back. I can't post for 2 weeks. I got my second strike. What are you doing? How are you getting striked? He's not gonna borrow this robe, honey. P. Diddy has way bigger issues to concern himself with than me and my little tush. Hamilton is on tour and is coming to Arkansas. Need to see it. Oh my God, that's so fun. I have never seen Hamilton, but I know so many people that make Hamilton such a big deal. I know it's a big deal. I know it's such a magical experience for so many people. So I hope that you're able to see it. Diddy needs your rope to use as an invisibility cloak. Baby, He does, Roman. I can agree with you there. He does need an invisibility cloak because all guns are loaded at him. Let's talk about that for a second. Can we talk about the fact that everyone's known, this has been an open secret for so many years. Like, everyone's known about how pernicious P. Diddy is. Everyone's known about how he's um, a member of the alphabet community, the alphabet army, allegedly. Everyone's known these things about him. You know, like if you have any insight into the industry whatsoever, the word's been on the street for years about P. Diddy abusing people and being abusive towards people and being a bully in Hollywood. So it's just so funny to me when people finally get all caught up in their lies and evilness and evil ways. It's like about fucking time. I've got a long list of other people that need to be locked up too. Like, it's a long list. Long list. Why did the not show up with caps? Sorry, I ain't been here. I've been making that cheddar cheese. You have a job, TKW70? What are you doing? You have a job? What's going on? Are you working part-time? Aren't you too young to have a job? Roman, his time should have come like 20 years ago. But here we are. I guess anything that's worth having is worth waiting for. And we've all waited for the day until he can be locked up. The problem is he's probably out hiding. And like I said before, he's hiding out in a country where the US can't like force that country to return him to be arrested. So, you know, you're mowing lawns and working for my dad. It's his body shop. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. I really implore every young person to work and to get a job and to understand the magnitude of what a dollar means. And unfortunately, we're living in a time in Biden's fucking America. Don't get me started. Um, we're living in a time in Biden's America where the US dollar doesn't really mean much. I mean, you could wipe your ass with Biden's dollar, and that might be more useful than other things you can purchase with a dollar. Um, but it's important to work and to kind of gain a little bit of work ethic. And I also think that like either working in retail and or the service industry is very important for building character and for building social skills and building thick skin. It's very, very important. So that's awesome. I've made a band so far. I'm vibing. You're saving for a golf cart? You want to purchase your own golf cart? That's interesting. Do you play golf? Are you a caddy? That might be a good job for you to get after you've made it to the age where you can work, you know? Being a caddy is really cool because you're exercising a lot, you know, you're burning calories, and you're kind of networking, you know, golfers tend to be people with a little bit of upward mobility financially and socially. And so just being able to rub shoulders with people of that ilk may lead to opportunities. It may not lead to opportunities, but the possibility is higher there with being a caddy than with some other jobs. I want to buy a kayak. That's so funny that you guys want to like buy not cars, but you want to buy other mobile products like a kayak for like in the water and a golf cart for like, are you gonna ride around the golf cart, like ride around your neighborhood in the golf cart? Because listen, there's a couple bougie neighborhoods where I live, not my neighborhood, but there's a couple surrounding neighborhoods where the girls are actually driving golf carts around the town. It's like, it just feels very bougie and very like rich. Like, I can't relate because I've always been like, well, I haven't always lived in inner cities, but I've lived in inner cities more often in my lifetime than not. And so like driving a golf cart around the neighborhood is so foreign. It's such a foreign concept to me. And it wasn't until I lived near adjacent to a couple bougie, like really rich areas where it's like Y'all really driving around in golf carts? Like, what? Anyway, whatever. I'm a stupid country boy who lives off a road. So, I don't know. Um, Good job on saving money. That's good. I'm happy that you have a goal and that you're saving towards a goal, because that is a skill in and of itself. Learning how to save money and then how to like delay gratification is really, really important as a life skill to have. Um, I don't know why I'm drinking this liqueur, because I think it's really gross, to be honest. The only good sparkling water is Topo Chico or Liquid Death. It's also a really good one. But desperate times, desperate measures. It's kind of giving battery acid with a little squirt of lime. Yum. I'm spreading. So Commander says, do you think Baby Grunk could rizz up Livy Doom? I have no idea what you're talking about. First of all, Commander 5424, who is Baby Grunk? Second of all, who is Livy Doom? And third of all, I want to make sure I have the dictionary term of rizz to be correct. By rizz, which you used in a verb, do you mean to like, like to charm, to sway romantically? What do you mean by that? I don't know. You're talking in like not English to me. You're spreading brain rot. I need help. Well, bitch, you may be in the wrong place. You may be in the right place, depending on what you think about what I have to say here. Welcome, Andrew Gotwalk. Bubbly is gross. Yeah. Doom buggies cost too much? Not a doom buggy. Not a doom buggy. You really are out in the middle of nowhere, TKW70. Respect. Ooh. I see what you did there, Roman. I like that. I see what you did there. Okay, so first of all, okay, I have a problem with you guys right now, because let me get this calculator out for a second and show y'all something. Okay? I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. Don't hang tight. This is a magic trick. So we've got 5 people here, okay? But we've only got 3 likes on the live stream. So what that means is there's 2 bitches here who have not liked the stream yet. That's what this is giving. There's 2 people that have not liked the stream yet. And I'm gonna need you guys to get your shit together. Okay? That's just, I'm just simple math. Listen. When I got my degree in nutrition, they didn't teach me shit about math, but I can do that math, okay? Yeah, so get it together. Thanks, Roman. Thank you. Thank you. You got it. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just saying. I'm giving sus Ohio NPC vibes. How did you know? How did you know? I'm definitely a sus NPC from Columbus, Ohio. Like, literally from Columbus, Ohio. Born and raised in Toledo, Ohio. So, like, it does not get more Ohioan than me. Andrew Gotwalk. I'm doing okay. I'm doing fine. But I need questions. Reminder. Let me remind you guys what the fuck I do here every Saturday night. I'm just talking shit. I don't come in with a plan. I don't come in with a script. I don't come in wanting to discuss certain things. I'm here to answer questions. So if you have questions about random shit, I have an opinion to give. Because one thing I do know how to do, I do know how to tell a story, and I know how to give an opinion, especially an unsolicited opinion. But this is the one time that I want solicited opinions. Like I want questions. So some of the areas of expertise is nutrition, working out, not being fucking ugly, finances, investing, relationships, dating, um, but ask me anything. I mean, you can ask me anything. I mean, there's no like, again, there's no script, there's no guidelines. Just ask me questions. This is great. Am I voting? You mean for what? For the presidential election? Absolutely. Yes, of fucking course I'm voting for the president of the United States. Yes, I'm voting. If you're over the age of 18, you should vote in every single election that you're able to. What you don't know how to pick is a robe. I don't. It's so funny you say that, Roman, because last week a bitch told me that I need to switch off my robe. So you're not the only one. You're not the only one that thinks that. And listen, you can clock me all day long. It's not gonna hurt my feelings, because if you're right, I can't be mad at you saying that the sky's blue. I can't be mad that the sky's blue, right? But what I'm gonna need you to do, Roman, is to give me recommendations. Like, are there certain brands I should be purchasing from? I have had this robe for probably 10 years. No, about 8 years. I've had this robe for 8 years. So I feel like a very sentimental connection to her, but she's not the best, especially right now during summertime, where like I'm actually sweating my balls off right now. So I kind of need like a winter robe and a summer robe. Like the summer robe can be something like very like scantily clad, or like very like I'm almost butt naked. But this is like a winter robe. Like I need two robes. I don't know. It's kind of an issue. I'm gonna head out tonight. See you next week, Joe. Have a good night, Andrew got walked. Bro, my robe was too small and just dark blue. Listen, I don't know. I a grimace colored robe? I hope listen, I hope grimace colored robe does not mean purple. Because if you just use a grimace as a color, like a name of a color, that's kind of iconic. Grimace color. Not Grimace's fat ass. Grimace color. No, not colorine. Grimace color. Grimace is a nice color though. Let's not throw shade, because the Grimace color is a great color. That is kind of my color. That's kind of my color. If we're keeping it 100. Who am I voting for? I'm likely voting, Commanders. I'm likely voting for Trump. Don't don't get me fucking started. But I'm likely voting for Trump. Don't get me fucking started. Don't piss me off tonight. Unfortunately, I'm probably voting for Trump. But there's a lot. Listen, there's a lot of time left on the clock. Okay, a lot of time left on the clock. I can tell you, I'm not voting for Biden. That much has been decided. Oh, that was decided long fucking time ago. I mean, that was decided 8 years ago. That was decided, okay? But I'm likely voting for Trump, unfortunately. But here we are. Did you freeze or lag? I don't know. I'm in the parking lot of a McDonald's. I'm using their Wi-Fi, so it could be, it could be my shit internet from McDonald's parking lot. So I don't know. Maybe it was me. Roman, why are you backpedaling and pussy popping? Why are you deleting your messages? What's don't be backpedaling and pussy popping. Can we not do that? Like speak with your chest. You hear that? We want to speak with your chest in this community, okay? I mean, just purple isn't an actual color. Well, bitch, you the one that said grimace colored robe, Commander. You said grimace color. I should be asking you, is it a real color? It's not, I don't think it's a real color, but I love that color. It's one of my top 3 colors. I have 3 favorite colors: purple, orange, and green. I love purple because you know how bitches love to, like, you know, like the Bloods and the Crips, like gangsters, like those types of people, like those people. It's like purple is the mixture of red and blue. It's like the best of both worlds, right? So to me, purple is like royalty, supreme, wealth, um, legacy. Like that's what purple gives me. Which is so funny because that's the color of Grimace, and he's none of those things. But outside of Grimace, that's what purple gives. Um, Green is for money and growth, and I love both of those things. And then orange, I actually like red, but orange is like a toned down red. Red is kind of like aggressive for no fucking reason. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just aggressive for no fucking reason. Whereas orange is like, I'm not gonna cut you unless you give me a reason. Like I'm not gonna cuss you out unless you give me a reason. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what orange is giving. And it's also the color of Hermes, which is also lovely. You use proportional force against the real threat. Listen, it is what it is. I got grounded from my Xbox for a week. What did you do? What did you do? I went to a pool and a kid tried to hold me under the water. When I got back up to the surface, I punched him and made his nose bleed. I'm banned for a year. Was I in the wrong? No. In fact, actually, you were wrong because you should have done worse. You should have done worse. He tried to end your life. You should have tried to end his life. So do better next time. Baby says, I love watching Cho talk politics. It's so fun. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Cause you know, Bambi, as a longtime viewer of this stream, you know I'll get into a rant very easily. I'm so sorry. Last weekend, I ranted so much. I'm just like thinking about last week. Now I'm remembering about all the rants I did last week. And like, am I embarrassed? No, because I was right. And I'm always fucking right. But I cussed a lot. And my mom, I'm sorry. My mom watches all my live streams. And I know she's just like, what is wrong with my fucking son? Like, he's unhinged. He's lost his mind. Like, I'm sorry, Mom. I love you. Please don't call the police. I'm okay. Don't lock me up in a padded white room. Don't do that. Like, I'm okay. I promise you. I'll call you tomorrow morning. Absolutely. Commander, listen. You gotta know how to bullshit. Commander, let me teach you a life lesson. Okay? Let me teach you a life lesson. Life is all about using adjectives, okay, and describing things and talking. The longer you can talk, the longer you can captivate other people. This is part of like the charm, or as you girls would like to say, riz, okay? Which is such an ugly word, by the way. I don't know what you Gen Zers are smoking, but stop, because riz sounds like jizz. Let's be 100%. Let's talk about that for a second. Let's talk about that. So like, that's an ugly word, but you gotta learn how to captivate people, and part of that is learning how to talk about things and how to use descriptive language. Because if you are just, you know, if you don't know how to use descriptive language and adjectives and like describe things, then you're just as dumb as a bag of bricks, right? Like, don't be that. Don't be a bag of bricks. Don't be a bag of bricks. Um, yeah, but that's what Riz is. Like, being able to describe colors like that is Riz. That's Riz-tastic, right? So, anyway, um, orange robe like a monk, like a Tibetan monk. Oh my God, that would be kind of iconic, Roman. You might be onto something. You might be onto something, Roman, with the orange robe. I forgot about fizz. That's also an ugly word. Any word that rhymes with jizz is ugly. Sorry, y'all. Like, it's ugly. Don't. Stop. Stop. This is so gross. Okay. Are we like in a state of induced psychosis worldwide? Because people can't think this tastes good. Like, it is honestly giving battery acid with a squirt of lime. About a half a lime. Like a half of lime, squirt it, like a fresh lime, squirt it into a can of battery acid. That's what this is giving. But also, Bambi, let me call your ass out. I'm not dehydrated this weekend, thank you very much. I've been drinking my fucking water, so shut the fuck up. This is probably why I think it tastes gross, because I'm not dehydrated, and as you guys all know, water only tastes good when you're dehydrated. So maybe this is why I'm like, ugh. I mean, if I was dehydrated, maybe I would like it, but I'm not. I'm hydrated and glowing right now, so this tastes like shit. But are people pretending? Are people pretending that this actually tastes good? I feel like the world is in an induced psychosis. I mean, that's the truth. It's the truth. It tastes like I had Pepsi and it tastes like good dog shit. I don't know why that's so funny, but like good dog shit, like can dog shit be good? That's what I'm thinking. It's like, huh? If 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 Pepsi is good dog shit, what does bad dog shit taste like? And don't say Coke. And don't say Coke, because I'll ban you from the stream immediately. Immediately. I know it's like the Buckeyes versus Michigan and like, Bloods versus Crips, stuff like that. But Coca-Cola is, I mean, it's, Coca-Cola is easily better than Pepsi. Can we just all agree about that? Because I feel like if we can agree about that, we can solve the world peace over in Israel and the Gaza Strip. Can we just agree on that part tonight, y'all? I mean, I want to come to some sort of agreement, and I feel like that's the easiest thing we can come to agreement over. Right? Thank you, Unwilling to Mingle. Thank you. Bambi, I am a hydrated queen. Abso-fucking-lutely. Absolutely. Because I knew I could not come here for a fourth weekend in a row and talk about how I'm dehydrated and I love the taste of water. I knew I couldn't do that. I knew I couldn't. I knew I could not do that because you would have clocked me immediately. Now I might be dehydrated next weekend, but mind your fucking business. Just drink water. I'm saying this is a drink of Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper, okay. I never got into really? I never got into Dr. Pepper. What is Dr. Pepper? I don't even think I know. To be honest, I don't think I really know what Dr. Pepper is. Processed foods have ruined our taste buds. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I studied nutrition in college. Don't get me started. Because listen, processed foods and the availability of such foods that are, what's the word I want to use? Subsidized. So the fact that not only have we increased the production and availability of processed foods to like gigantic magnitudes, but also it's subsidized and cheap. And so you are more likely to buy these processed foods in higher amounts because they're so fucking plentiful. And it has disrupted so much shit in our bodies in terms of our hormones. And this is why, and listen, we can talk about this too. This is why I'm so happy about the fast food situation that's going on right now and how more expensive they're becoming. Good, good, good. It's a fucking it's a net positive. If listen, don't stop, because I'm getting ready to go on a rant. I'm getting ready to go on a rant. I'm trying to I'm trying to stop myself right now. Let me spray some abundant spray. Okay, I'll calm down. This is my abundant spray. It's good. I keep it at my desk at all times. Don't get me started on the Don't get me started on the fast food. I can't even talk straight because first of all, it's Pride Month, and second of all, because I'm like I'm like the anger's building up. People that quit sugar end up not liking sugar once they take. Yes, Commander. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And that's not by fucking accident. It's because our bodies don't need all that shit. That's why. That's why. No shocker there. It's like once you quit, eating a fucking Twinkie every night, all of a sudden when you have one Twinkie, you're like, oh my God, I have to like actually have an intense bowel movement because what the fuck is inside my body? Like that's your body doesn't want that shit. That's the like get a clue. Your body doesn't naturally want those types of foods all the time. I'm not saying that you have to, you know, drink water and eat celery 24/7. But I just tweeted the other day about how stop consistently treating your body like a fucking trash can. Stop treating your body consistently like a trash can. Because you know what goes into trash cans? Trash. You know what should go into your body? Nutrients, whole foods, water. Nutritious shit like that. Not fucking Twinkies 24/7. Like, yes, could I use a Twinkie right now? I probably could use a Twinkie right now. Would that boost my serotonin levels? Absolutely it would. I could use a Twinkie right now. However, that's okay. If I went downstairs and got a Twinkie, it wouldn't kill me. Okay? But if I start eating a Twinkie every night and I'm like, oh, I need my Twinkie for the day, like, okay, your body's a fucking trash can. Get it to fuck together, y'all. Get it together. Get it together. You love root beer? Root beer is good. Root beer is very good. I think cream soda is better, but root beer is very good. What is it that makes Pepsi black? What are we drinking? Chemicals, my darling. It's called Caramel 97. It's a coloring agent. That's what that's what makes it black. Caramel number 97. That's what makes it black. Um Okay, but no one answered the question. What is Dr. Pepper? What's Dr. Pepper? I don't know what Dr. Pepper is. Hey, Andrew, do I do any skin pills? Great question. I'm gonna grab, I don't do pills. Actually, I don't do pills. I'm gonna tell you why I don't do pills. Because I feel like I don't want to fall down the rabbit hole of doing some of these DIY treatments on my skin without the use of a professional. Now, I'm not anti-DIY because I've had the DIY girls on my channel. I've interviewed the DIY girls several times. It's not for me. I feel like when you start using these really strong chemical peels, it can become a little bit riskier. And while I am a skincare enthusiast, look at the face card. While I am a skincare enthusiast, I don't like risking things with my skin. I'm a very low risk type of skincare enthusiast. I'm gonna go grab two of my exfoliants that I am really loving these days, and I'll be right back. BRB. And what we'll do is I'll read a couple more questions and I'll go over those two products that I've been loving a lot recently. But let me catch up on chat before I get into a whole diatribe about my two exfoliants. And I don't want to say that you should not do chemical peels at home. I'm not going to say that. All I'm saying is what my personal tolerances for using chemical peels or any type of skincare tactic that I would much rather have a professional perform on me. That's all I'm saying. So, I've always been very friendly to the DIY girls. If you want to put Botox in your fucking eyeballs and you want to rip your face off and then, soak it in a solution for 12 days and then put the shit back on your face, by all means, go ahead and do it. But I'm not going to do that to my skin, okay? And this is probably why, maybe this is why, but this is why the face card doesn't decline, okay? I'm a very low risk person when it comes to my skincare routine. But let me, I want to answer your question thoroughly, Andrew, but I want to catch up on my chat before I do that. Bobby Bobenstein's missing. I know, I miss him. I do miss him. Oh, hey, Mira. Welcome. Unfortunately, health literacy overall is at an all-time low, including in regards to diet. Listen, I know. It's terrible. It's terrible. And it's such an unfortunate thing because so much of I'm not going to say that because that's not exactly true. But a lot of the problems in our society can be somewhat corrected or solved if we emphasized healthy living a little bit more. And I don't mean healthy living just in terms of the physical state, but also in terms of the mental state and the spiritual state. I think that that trifecta is very important to leading a successful, peaceful, and happy and prosperous life. And I think we're missing it in all fucking categories right now. I think we really are missing it in all categories right now. Don't get me started. The spirit of people, uh, there's a lot of demonic powers at play these days, and you see it on the fucking news all the time. So I shouldn't have to convince you of that shit. The demons are all around us. But not only are we lacking in the spiritual state, but also physically. I mean, look at the obesity rates. Look at the chronic disease rates. People are sick. People are sick. And I can get into all of my conspiracy theories about the pharmaceutical industry. But listen, the girls keep clocking this information years later, and the conspiracy theorists It turns out that they typically are right these days when it comes to the pharmaceutical industry. I'm just saying. But it's just like, and then our mental state is like, we look at the homeless problem in our society, and the homelessness problem is a 100% a mental issue. No one wants to be homeless. Like, no one wants to be homeless. This is a completely mental issue. I mean, there's just such a breakdown in our society of the mental, physical, and spiritual state. It's very fucking sad. It's very, very, very sad. But let me catch up on chat. Drinking goddamn watercolor paint. I am. Speaking of mental decline, I'm drinking watercolor paint right now. Roman clocked it. I am. I want my hair to grow longer and thicker and make it just silkier and healthier. Give me advice. You got the wrong bitch. It's always been soft, but it feels dead, and I don't want to cut too much off because I'm trying to grow it. Bambi, I don't have any good advice for. I'm so sorry. I don't have the good advice for you there. Um, I feel like Andrew is probably gone by now. So let me quickly go over my two favorite exfoliants that I've been using recently. Not my favorite exfoliants of all time, but the two I've been using the most recently. The first is the Mandelic Pigmentation Corrector Night Serum by Allies of Skin. I love this because it has a I'm always looking to simplify my routine these days. I'm not really doing the skincare influencer gig as much. I'm just trying to do my own little thing that's a little bit more lifestyle, more general. And so I've really tried to simplify my routine, and I try to pick products that are very multifaceted, that do multiple things at once. And I love the fact that this has not only a mandelic acid in there, but also a salicylic acid. So it's going to work on the outermost levels of your skin, but also the deepest layers of your skin. So it's going to help to declog your pores, open those pores up, and it's also going to help to resurface the top layer of your skin, but in a very gentle way. So for those that don't know, mandelic acid is a alpha hydroxy acid, and it actually has the largest molecule size, which makes it unable to penetrate very deeply, which also means that it's going to be a little bit more sensitive and less irritating for some. So I like this a lot. It also has, you know, everything with Alice's Skin has a bunch of antioxidants and peptides and brightening agents. So like, whatever. But I think the highlights for me is really the mandelic acid. There's a little bit of lactic acid in there as well. But in the salicylic acid, it's just a very multi-purpose exfoliant that is very gentle and non-irritating for my skin. And then the other product that I've been liking, which I really didn't like this product at first. To be honest, I was just very confused and I didn't feel like it had a place in my routine. This is the Multi-Acids and Retinoid Brightening Sleeping Facial by Allies of Skin. This has a 7%, 11% concentration here, so a little bit higher. This is a little bit lower. This is a 7% AHA and BHA blend. So again, you get that combination of AHA and BHA, which I love, but you also get a 1% retinoid complex, and I'm pretty sure that they're using Grand Active retinoid in there. And I didn't know where this really fit in my routine until I'm almost out, but you know what this is good for? This is good for those days where you want to put one product on. You don't want to deal with any shit. You don't want to deal with any serums. You don't want to deal with any moisturizers. You don't want to deal with any toners. You want to cleanse your face. You want to pat that shit dry, and then you want to put one thing on. This is a one and done product because it also has that retinoid in there, and the 7% level of AHA and BHA is not a very high concentration for most people. And so it's something you can just put on. It's going to hydrate. It's going to slightly moisturize. Like, this is a moisturizer. I don't think it's super moisturizing, but it is very hydrating. So it's a very light moisturizer. Really great if you have like oily skin, I would say, because it's not going to be very clogging. It's not very thick. But this is like something I use Even during the daytime. I put this on during the daytime too, before sunscreen. But like, this is just one of those products that does a little bit of everything. It doesn't do any of them well. Like, honestly, it doesn't do any of them well. But it does enough of everything to get away for a day. So like on those lazy days where I just don't want to do any skincare, I'll put this on and call it a fucking day, either at night or during the daytime. So, sorry, Andrew, I hope you're still here. Hope you didn't get bored of the chat, but I don't do any acid peels. Those are the exfoliants that I have been using. If you want to know my all-time favorite exfoliant, it is the Goals Acai, I forget, Perfecting Night Serum by PSA, which is a subsidiary brand of Allies of Skin. Okay, so let's read chat. I'm sure there's a lot. I didn't do anything for skincare and have acne. Get your shit together, Commander. What? Subscribe to my Patreon for like $2 a month and I'll give you all the skincare advice, in-depth advice that you want. Now, this is all, I'm not an expert, not a professional, but my Patreon does come with curated skincare advice from an enthusiast, not an expert. 23 flavors of something. I got Pepsi, bro. I didn't do that. I know you said you were banning. You're wrong, TKW70. Coca-Cola is so much better than Pepsi. Sorry. Funny enough, I think I'm going to see Jubilant Julie. Do you remember her from the DIY? Oh, absolutely. Well, that is news, Mira. That is news. I am Roman. Always have been. Always will be. Period. Yes, Roman, I am. I am. Doesn't get realer than me. I'm a huge fan of chemical peels, but many of the DIY girls have very tight, waxy looking skin that is likely from overdoing the peels and treatments. Oh. I joined right when you were talking about constipation, of course. I'm so sorry, Mira. I was raised vegetarian with very healthy eating and spent my childhood very active. So when I don't eat well or I'm not active, I can immediately feel it. But not everyone has that. That's true. That's true too. I actually find that many people do want to be homeless, but these are populations dealing with mental health disorders. Exactly. And that's what I mean. Like that was the implication that I didn't really communicate very clearly. No normal person that is well adjusted in society wants to be homeless. Period. Like that does not exist. The only people that want to be homeless are the people that are either heavily medicated or need to be heavily medicated. Those are the only people that want to be homeless. And it's, don't get me started on, don't, let me spray again. Let me calm down. This is my new, this is not my abundance spray anymore. This is my calming spray. Whenever I'm getting ready to unleash on a rant, I'm gonna just spray this and calm down. Because the smell of fresh lilac and lavender immediately calms me down. So whenever I feel a rant coming on, I'm gonna just spray a little bit of my abundance spray and just calm down. Because I'm classy. Very classy. I'm very classy based tonight. I'm being very classy. I looked up your favorite products, but they were quite expensive. Yes, they are. I like drugstore price products. What drugstore products do I love? Well, I love, what's the brand? I love Bubble by, well, not by Walmart, but they're in Walmart. Bubble is a really great brand, and I also love Peach Slices. Now, I'm not sure if those count as drugstore prices. Like, what is drugstore prices to you? Is that less than $10, less than $15 because the bubble and the peach slices lineups can sometimes inch closer to the $20 range. Sometimes, I think. But they're well worth it in my opinion. I think that if you can search those ranges, you can get them from your local Walmart or get them online. So those are two inexpensive brands that I really like a lot. Hopefully that's helpful, Andrew. Do I use tretinoin? No, 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 no. So this may be controversial. Deal with it. But I I don't believe okay. It's my personal fucking opinion. Okay, it's my personal opinion. Okay, so don't turn into a Poindexter and say,
Well, Cho said he doesn't like tretinoin because of X, Y, and Z, and that means no one should use tretinoin.
that's not what I'm getting ready to say. So shut the fuck up. Don't try me. Don't piss me off. But here's why I don't use tretinoin. Because my personal skincare philosophy is that I do not want to use any products that irritate my skin. I don't believe in using products that irritate my skin. Now, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking.
But Cho, you just said last weekend on your live stream that microneedling can be so fantastic because you irritate the skin and it builds and boosts collagen.
I did say that. I can have two independent thoughts at the same time. Yes, for some people, causing that irritation, there is scientific proof that yes, irritating that skin for a temporary amount of time can then boost your glow and boost your elasticity and boost your collagen production. I know that. That's not my personal skincare philosophy, which is why I have not done microneedling. So everyone can do their own fucking thing, okay? And we all can have beautiful faces, right? We can all have beautiful faces by achieving it through different means, right? I choose to not use products or techniques that irritate my skin. And tretinoin is known to be irritating to a lot of people. That's just my skincare philosophy. Nail me to the fucking cross. Okay? I'm not saying that you guys shouldn't use tretinoin. Tretinoin is the most well-researched product for skincare in the fucking world. Okay? Vitamin A is a fantastic thing. Tretinoin is well-researched. It fucking works. It's not something that I'm ever gonna use. Okay? Is that okay? So that answers that question. How many, wait, okay, Julie is the closest to me to offer ultrasound-guided dissolving of filler. You're dissolving your filler? Oh, interesting. Let's talk, this is kind of tea. So you're gonna dissolve your filler. Can I ask you why you're choosing to dissolve your filler? Have you encountered some, and this is for educational purpose, not, well, I am nosy as your friend, I am being nosy, but also, what are some of the reasons why you want to dissolve your filler in the first place? What's up with these jabroni ass trying to see Compton? Look, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why. How many ops you really got? I mean, it's too many ops. Okay, Commander's spitting tonight now. Now he's spitting. No, you're not gonna get banned. You're fine. We're free speech here. Now I will say, listen, We talked about the Kendrick Lamar and the Drake beef weeks ago, and y'all know I'm Team Drake. Because he's always going to be baby daddy. As a member of the Alphabet Army, okay, I'm always going to be Team Drake. Period. I enjoyed the beef, though, Commander. I enjoyed the beef. When I say drugstores, I mean products like Cerave, Neutrogena, Cetaphil, Aveeno, those sort of products, like any of them. I also, first of all, Andrew, I ranted about this a long time ago. I don't use Cerave. I don't use Neutrogena. I don't use Cetaphil because they're boring. They're boring. They're boring. It's giving, like when I apply a CeraVe lotion to my face, it's really giving cremation number 5, like you're getting ready to put me into the casket. That is what it's giving. Like it's giving RIP. It's giving, this is what you apply to dead bodies. It's giving last rites of passage. It's giving, am I going to hell or heaven? It's giving, it's just giving death. So I don't use those brands. Now they're great brands. They're great. I'm sure they're great brands. But when I use skincare products, I'm looking for a story. I'm looking for a brand. I need branding. Like I'm looking for, it's a ritual for me. So, you know, those brands will work. I'm sure they work. Millions of bitches use them all the time. So I'm sure their efficacy is wonderful. They have really gigantic research-driven teams that are making quality products. So I'm sure those brands can be of benefit to you. Those are just not brands that I have a lot of experience with because they don't interest me. And I never, I'm sorry, maybe this is why I'm such a bad influencer, but I buy the products that I want to fucking buy, period. Because first and foremost, I want to make sure that I'm enjoying the shit that I'm putting on my face. And then you guys, the viewers, are collateral damage, right? So then I can say, oh, I love this product or I don't love this product. And hopefully it may provide some value to you. But I'm not really looking to go out and spend my money on CeraVe products. La Roche-Posay, I will say, I'm going to tell you something I love by them. Because I do love a product by them. I do love a product by them. This is the Daily Repair Moisturizing Lotion. It's from the Lipikar lineup by them. This is what I use as a body lotion, and I love it so much because it is a great value purchase. It has a really great, what's the word I'm gonna use? A really great roundup of different active ingredients. Like there's some niacinamide in there. There's a lot of good hydrating ingredients in here. And of course, it's a great moisturizer as well. Duh. A moisturizer that's not moisturizing, get the fuck out of here. So I love this. This is what I like to use when I get out of the shower. Love, love, love this. But I have not really tried any other products from the brand, but I hear a lot of good things about them. I feel like this is like elevated above the drugstore brands because it's a little bit more expensive too. So I don't know if that means anything, if that's just branding, but it's French, I guess. So maybe that's why we gotta be more expensive. I don't know. I haven't gotten filler anywhere except for my nose for years. He is 69, God. 69? Don't talk like that. That's nasty. La Roche-Posay, a good brand for teen skin? I'm sure it is, yeah. But it hangs around for years, and after my weight went up to 180-ish, and then now it's 110 to 115-ish, I feel like it's just not sitting right anymore, and it's like, wait. But you were 180 pounds at one time, Mira? I've never heard this story. I never heard this weight loss story. What's going on? You see, you think you know people, you think you know bitches, and you don't know shit about them. Tell me more about this. This can be really inspirational. Because going from 180 to 115 is like, that's dramatic. If you're comfortable, of course, if you're comfortable. Andrew, have you done any skin procedures like laser or IPL or LED? So, not yet. I'm looking to do laser hair removal pretty soon. I'm just too broke to afford the monthly costs. But I've already done my consultation with a brand that I'm very excited to show and very excited to promote. And I did my test treatment. They actually laser part of my arm to kind of give me an idea of how it's going to feel and how it was going to perform, and how I was going to react to the laser, and if there was any like allergic reactions. By the way, if you ever get laser at a place, always ask them to do a test laser on a part of your skin that is like not a big deal. So like I didn't mind them lasering a little bit of my hair on my arm, but if I had a bad reaction, it's on my arm, not my entire fucking face, right? So I implore you to do that. But I am planning to get laser hair removal. Why do I have these on? Why do I even have these on? I don't know. But I'm going to laser all of this. You can see the acne right there, like boom. I'm gonna laser all of this off. I'm gonna laser all of this. And I'm gonna just keep this area right there. And I may even see if I can laser part of my hairline, because I don't know why. Like, why does this hair grow and look so different from the rest of my hair? It's so fucking annoying. And whenever the barber or even myself, because I cut my own hair now, going over this part of the hair is so fucking annoying. So I may even try to listen. I'm trying to reduce the barber costs, because my barber, I pay him $40, $50 a pop. I'm tired. I'm broke. I have no money. I can't afford that. So laser hair removal is like an investment into saving money long term. So that's what that's all about. And I can always clean this up myself, but that's the only laser that I've ever had on my skin and that I plan to get in the future, near future. So answer that question. We're still wrapping. I also have much more conservative approach these days too, so I want to dissolve and start fresh. I'll have my current injector place a small amount. She's incredible. That's awesome. I think unfortunately people try to replace the results of implants or surgery with filler, and it just doesn't do that. It doesn't stay put or remain firm. It spreads out. I don't think people understand. I really don't think people understand that fact about filler. They don't understand that. And it's kind of like a very vicious cycle, because people will get filler in their face, and then it will migrate and like change the shape of their fucking face, obviously. And then instead of dissolving the filler, they'll just get more filler. And they'll get more filler to correct the migration of the previous filler. And then after 5 years, you look unrecognizable. And I think that's the pain point that I think that as educators and consumers we have to really highlight, is that vicious cycle. Is this something, is this a form of maintenance to your face that you really want to commit to? Because it's a delicate balance. It's a delicate balance, and you have to be really informed, and you just got to be really informed. That was part of the lyrics. Then it's yeah. Drugstore, I think, really kills it. Cerave Skin Renewing Night Cream. Okay. I haven't tried Hero Cosmetics yet. Weight changes can impact how filler works. Yes. It was for a very short period during the pandemic, during quarantine. Girl, I feel like I've known you. I didn't know. Anyway. Well, good for you, darling. Good for you. Um, have you used any prescription medications for the skin? Absolutely not. I have not. I have not used any prescription medications for the skin. I think you were asking Mira for advice up top. Thank you, Mira, for answering those questions that I missed. Anti-aging, improve skin quality, clean up the browns and the reds. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Every actually decent injector out there is a super conservative with the amount of filler, as they should, because they're the experts and they know as injectors what their patients are experiencing and some of the pitfalls their own patients have come into. So that's good. It is hard to not want to try and fix every little thing. Yeah, I get it. I get it. And with the way technology is built, and this is a societal problem. Let's talk about it. Everyone wants to try to fix every little thing, and because we live in a technological renaissance these days, you're able to fix every little thing. You really are able to fix every little thing. But that comes with the price. That comes with the price of continued maintenance with the addition of sometimes, unfortunately, unforeseen side effects and negatives. And again, filler, like I just said, filler is one of the prime examples of such. Yes, you can get a lot of filler and correct a lot of shit, but you have to maintain that somehow, some way or another. And then the migration happens, and then you have to fix that. And so it's like, can you really fix everything? Maybe temporarily you can, but there really aren't really a lot of permanent fixes. The permanent fix is learning to love yourself, learning to be happy with where you are, and remaining motivated to what you can become. You know, that's kind of where I stand. Do I use Botox or fillers? No, I'm terrified of needles. I will say that if I weren't afraid of needles, I probably would have gotten filler by now, because I feel like I'm a 7 out of 10, and I feel like if I wanted to get up to like a 9 out of 10, a little bit of filler in the jaw would make me a solid 9. But I'm okay being a 7. No, look, I'm a very confident bitch, okay? Very confident, very, very, very confident. I'm totally confident and secure being a 7 out of 10. Everyone can be a 10. Like, I'm sorry to break it to you, the sky's blue. Everybody can't be a 10. Everyone can be a 10. Because if everyone was a 10, there wouldn't be a fucking scale. Sorry. I'm okay being a 7. I've got my man. So so 7 out of 10, it works for me. It's worked for me all my life, so I'm fine. This nasty ass shit. And I get messages unprompted on my stories telling me I need jaw filler. Oh, that's crazy. I do love Botox though. I think good skincare and Botox can do so much. Have I heard of Pavase sunscreen? What do I think of it? No, I haven't heard of that. Botox doesn't really hurt. It's the smallest little prick for most areas unless you do the lip flip. Oh my God, Mira, but I'm so terrified. You know? Oh. Wait. Is that line going away? Wait a second. Oh my God, guys. Okay, wait. Oh my God, talking about Botox. Look, okay, so now Let's not, okay, let's perspective here. I don't have wrinkles. I'm not like a wrinkly looking, I'm not like a prune. I'm not a golden raisin. Like I have like a lot of collagen up in here in my skin, a lot of collagen, whatever. But sometimes over the last several years, I've noticed that I have this reoccurring wrinkle that will pop up sometimes. And it is, you can see it right there. You can kind of see it. Um, every once in a while, it's deeper, but it's like not really there. And I'm just not really noticing that it's not really there. It's kind of crazy. You can still see it. Like it's like she's there. She's definitely there, but she's not there. She's not like bam bitch like wow. Listen, baby. The magic of skincare. Stay consistent. Cause I totally even forgot that I had that wrinkle up there. And I can't really. Oh, so this is, you know, that's why. Cause I'm always bucking my eyes. I'm always shocked I'm always shocked by everything in life because we live in such a demonic fucking society. I'm always shocked. I'm always like, and so that's where the line is. But it's not really. Oh, bitch. Listen, the skincare is skincaring. That's all I can say. The skincare is skincaring. The sunscreen is sunscreen. Like, wear fucking sunscreen, y'all. Wear your sunscreen and use your retinoids. The gentle retinoids, in my opinion. Use your gentle retinoids consistently and wear the sunscreen. Hydrate, moisturize. You can get rid of the wrinkles. In time. Wow. Anyway, sorry. That was just, sorry. I forgot you guys were here. They're just so pricey. I can't get on board with any super expensive sunscreen. Have you had any plastic surgery or enhancements like a nose job or no, I haven't. Andrew, were you? I had a ton of volume loss after having a baby. Filler gave me my face back, and I do really like my nose. I broke it as a kid, and a little bit to straighten things out has helped me like my nose. Good. I haven't had any plastic surgery, or no, I haven't. Again, I'm afraid of needles, so none of that shit is ever gonna happen. As far as I'm awake, it's not gonna happen. Because if I were to get any procedure done that involved slicing and dicing, like my face is pico de gallo, for me to get anything like that done, you gotta put me out. You've gotta put the gas mask on my face and put me the fuck out. Because once I see the butcher knife, once I see the needle, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Like it's just a wrap. I have the most trouble even giving blood. Like it's just a fucking wrap. So no, I haven't had any of that done. Why do I always take Metamucil? I've never taken Metamucil. I've never taken Metamucil. Why do you ask that? What is that word? What is Metamucil? Is that like cold medicine? Like for mucus? Like the green, like the green people? I think I've seen the advertisements for it. Like, is that cold medicine? I've never taken Metamucil. If it's only present when you make expressions, it's a dynamic wrinkle and only impacting the muscles, where static wrinkles are when it starts to impact the skin. I also find dehydration can be the cause for wrinkles in younger skin. You know, well, while I have been hydrating myself recently. So maybe this is why the wrinkles are not really showing up. You're out for most plastic surgeries, though. They're moving away from it for some things like lipo since it means more risk. Listen, I know, Mira. Don't remind me. And I get it, because anesthesia, it is a very risky thing, and I do understand that there are severe risks and liabilities with putting someone under. You know, there's so many things that can go wrong, and this is why they make you sign a waiver. This is why they make you sign a disclosure agreement, you know, proving that you recognize the risks that you are taking by going under. You know, I get it. Yeah. Thank you, darling. Thank you. That's the commercial with the green guy, the Minkus guy. Well, what's Metamucil? I want to know. Is that the, it's not the same guy? Metamucil? That's such a strange word. Metamucil? Metamucil? No, really. Listen, the only procedure I would ever get would be filler along the jaw. So that's it. That's the only thing I would ever even remotely consider. I don't feel like I'm at the stage where I need Botox. I mean, Botox might help me to manage my acne a lot better because, you know, I do get acne here. But I also believe that once I get my laser hair removal, that's going to really clear up some of this acne. Because think about it. Where I get acne is where I do the most shaving and the most um, trimming and the most all that shit, all that irritation happens right there because I'm trying to get rid of the fucking beard that's trying to grow through my skin. So that's where my acne is really occurring, where the hair grows. So I think that once I get the laser hair removal and that's done, it will reduce the cost of my barber expenses, and it might reduce some of the irritation and some of the redness and some of the acne that I'm getting from that. Um, Roman's still here. Roman, I hope that you've enjoyed being here tonight and that you subscribe to the channel. I do a wide variety of content, really lifestyle stuff, just me living my life around the home, some slight travel stuff. Obviously, I'm really into skincare, and so, you know, that will be a constant part of my content, kind of sprinkled throughout. But hopefully you like the content, Roman. Follow me here on YouTube. Go watch some of my videos. My vlogs are, my vlogs have all flopped like so hardcore, but they're really fucking good. I don't give a fuck. They're good, high quality vlogs, but they're flopping bad. So go watch some of my vlogs and comment on them, like them, and be a good broski. You know, be a good fucking person, right? Um, oh, that's Mucinex. Oh, Metamucil is fiber. Oh, that's okay. You're right. Metamucil is fiber. That's like in like a brown, orangish, yellowish container. I know that one. No, I don't take that though. Um, by the way, Andrew, have you subscribed to the channel? Have you liked this live stream? We're answering all these questions for you, Andrew. We need you to like the stream. We need you to subscribe to the channel. We need you to do all those things, please, and thank you in advance. Thank you. We love you. Do I use any urea skincare products? Not really tailored specifically for having urea, but there's a lot of great products on the market these days that have really highlighted urea as a star ingredient that is I think it's been very underrated ingredient for a long time, so I'm happy that it's getting a little bit of spotlight these days. I was gonna say prequels. I hear the prequels one's really good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I don't use any specific urea skincare products. I want to say that the Regimen Lab Wave Serum has a high amount of urea. Or did I just make that up? It's not like a urea product, but it has a decent amount of urea in it, I believe. I believe. Do I watch Dr. Dray? I don't. I don't. I don't. I'm not gonna get into why. Not here. I'll say that for a page. Maybe I can talk about that in a Patreon post. Little quick little video. Why I don't watch Dr. Dray. It's a very specific niche reason though. I love her though. I do love her. Don't get that twist. Don't contort and twist. I love Dr. Dray. She's dry. She's kind of humorless. She's dry. She's humorless. I don't think she has good fashion. But she's great. Great info, to the point, easy to understand, a very valuable content creator in this space, 100%. But no, I don't watch her. Not drier than a saltine cracker. Yes, she is dry. Drier than a saltine cracker is accurate, yes. Her info's accurate overall, just not my vibe personally. Have respect for her info, yes. Yeah. Yeah. Hyaluronic honey. You've got my ear. See, I love a honey product. No, I'm not, Andrew. Sorry. I'm not. I'll talk about it on Patreon. It's just it's more personal to me, and that's the only reason why. Has nothing to do with anybody else. It's not really like, I don't think it's that dramatic, but it's personal to me. And there's some topics that I really only talk about in terms of my personal life on my Patreon. So, because listen, you bitches will weaponize anything on the internet. I know it because I've lived on the internet for decades, so I know that. But the personal information that people weaponize against me, you bitches gotta pay for it. You gotta pay for it. So, I mean, you're gonna have to pay for it. So, yeah, I only reveal some personal things, either to my close friends, I talk to all the time in messages. But for some of the more personal things that I talk about, I save for Patreon members because, most trolls and most people that, don't want good for you are not going to pay $2 a month. They're not going to put their credit card in Patreon system to go watch a video. Well, actually, I may have lied because there were a couple people when I came out against Paula's Choice on my Patreon, because I dragged the fuck out of them on my Patreon because they needed to be dragged the fuck out of. Because of the way that our relationship broke down. But again, I didn't want to bring that into the public space. And so I made a 30-minute video on my Patreon talking about how shitty Paula's Choice is to me, personally, to me. And I had a couple people subscribe to the Patreon, watch the video, and unsubscribe. And that's fine. Pay me for it, bitch. You got to pay me for it. I don't give a fuck. I said what I said. Now that being said, Paula's Choice still has wonderful products. I have tried probably 35 products from Paula's Choice, and I would recommend 30 of the 35 products that I've tried from them, and only 2 of them I didn't personally like. I think the other 3 products that I would not recommend are because they're just overpriced, and there are so many alternatives that are even better than those products. So it's not even the fact of me disliking them, just like if I'm gonna recommend something, I wanna make sure that you're getting the best bang for your buck, right? So anyway, my beef with Paula's Choice is entirely personal. Um, oh, I didn't see the remedy review. I didn't see that. Knock knock, motherfucker. It's the United States of America. I heard you found oil. Dr. Shaw's remedy is such a snooze. Why don't I like Paula's Choice? I'm sorry. Let me stop talking about Patreon content. I don't talk about why I dislike Paula's Choice. Let me tell you why I don't talk about it. The reason why I don't talk about my falling out with Paula's Choice is because the falling out with them has nothing to do with their products or the efficacy of said products or my willingness to speak truth and say that they're great products and would recommend. I used Paula's Choice for years and years and years and years and years. And so I'm never gonna be inauthentic or a hater. Cause I'm not a hater. Bitch, I'm not a hater. One thing about me, listen, I live a comfortable lifestyle. There's no reason for me to hate on anybody else. That's just true tea. So I'm never gonna hate on a brand or a business or a person just to hate on them out of jealousy. There's nothing to be jealous of. So I'll always give Paula's Choice her flowers and say that, you know, they have a wonderful lineup. They are literally a one-stop shop for anyone looking to buy quality skincare. One-stop shop, without a doubt. But I had a falling out with them that is purely based on business and how they made me feel as a content creator. And I think in that video that I did on Patreon, there are several things that led up to me finally saying, fuck y'all hoes. Fuck y'all hoes. There's several things that led up to it, but it's one incident that I had with them that was like, oh, fuck y'all. Really, really fuck y'all. Like, I'll never purchase a product from Paula's Choice again. So, anyway. The content PC has been sharing on threads has been outright inaccurate. I unfollowed those hoes. Wouldn't know. And I hope they're getting called out. And, I also want to say this too, just to kind of, not to cover my tracks because I say what the fuck I want to say about anybody I want to say it about. But I am personal friends with a lot of people that still work at Paula's Choice. And my opinions about Paula's Choice and the dissolution of my relationship with them does not reflect on those individuals that still work with Paula's Choice. Like, I know people, don't get me started because I'm going to talk about the video. But I know people at like almost every level of Paula's Choice. And they're all wonderful people. Like, they're genuinely really, really wonderful people that I consider my friends. So I'll just say that. And I talk to them to this day. But fuck Paula's Choice, the company. Fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. And you know why, so fuck you. You were a big supporter of them. Oh, I know. Yeah, listen. And the gag is, I've never been sponsored by Paula's Choice. I've never done a sponsored post. I've never been an affiliate of Paula's Choice. Like I've never really had any business relationship with Paula's Choice other than being on their PR list. And they even took me off the PR list at one point after I came out with a video about them. And it's just don't even get me started. Don't even get me started because it's so ridiculous. Like, I'm sorry. One thing about me is I don't care how much a brand is paying me. When you do shady shit, I'm gonna call that shit out. I'm gonna call that shit out every single time. If it's brought to my attention and if it's something that annoys me, I'm gonna call that shit out. I don't care if you're my favorite brand or not. That's just how I am. Sorry, deal with it. Deal with it. Anyway, it is what it is. Where have I traveled to in America and Canada? Well, I have not traveled to Canada. I mean, as a kid, I was in Canada, but I'm not really counting the places that I've been to as a kid. I think, I mean, I do have a lot of memories as a teen in San Francisco, so I'll count San Francisco. I have a lot of family over in the Bay Area, but haven't really gone back there since high school ended. So that's kind of sad. Um, and the way San Francisco's built these days, it's kind of a shithole. It wasn't that great when I was going there every year. But now I hear so many terrible things about it. But I'm a big fan of Florida, Miami Beach specifically. So I go there almost every year. I've been there like 6 times. I've been to North Carolina. I've been to South Carolina. I love the Carolinas. Love, love, love the Carolinas. Um, Obviously, I'm from Ohio. I've been to Michigan. I'm from Toledo. Like my hometown's Toledo, so like I'm basically from Michigan too. So Michigan. I've been to Chicago. I'm a big fan of Chicago. It's the better version of New York City. Yes, it is. Sorry, it is. It's the truth. It's the better version of New York City. Deal with it. But it's not better than Columbus. Columbus is the best city in the Midwest. Call me biased, but the sky's blue. It is what it is. Best city in the Midwest, Columbus. Um, where else have I been to? Um, Hilton Head. I mean, yeah, I've been throughout South Carolina, a couple different places, South Carolina. Love Hilton Head. Um, where else? I'm not a big traveler, to be honest. I'm not a big traveler at all, to be honest. I rarely travel. Oh, I love Vegas. I love Nashville. I love Knoxville. Um, I have been there several times. So yeah, big fan of Nashville. Big fan of Tennessee in general. Um, I think that sums it up. Those were the important places. I also stopped after you did. Thank you for the support. Yeah, I have some brands where their products I still think are good, but I refuse to support them because of how they treat creators. It's shitty. It's really shitty. It's really shitty. What foot care treatments do I do? None. Because I'm only pretty from the neck up. I'm only a 7 out of 10 from the neck up. From the neck down, I'm really giving from the neck to the foot, like the ankle, I'm giving 5 out of 10. The foot, I'm giving a 2 out of 10. Like, I don't put lotion on my feet. I'm clocking myself. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. I feel like I'm like the Hulk. Or what's the green guy from the what's the orange guy's name from the Fantastic Four? I feel like I'm like pretty from the neck up, and then I'm like that guy from the Fantastic Four, the Thing. I'm like the Thing from the neck down. That's what I'm giving. So I don't do any foot care. I should, but I don't. Again, every blue moon, I'll lotion my entire body up with this. And the reason this has lasted me for like, I don't know, like almost 6 months is because I don't use it all the time. And it's so bad because every time I do use it, I'm like, Cho, why are you not doing this after every fucking shower? I don't know. I don't have the time. And there's really only one person exploring my body from the neck down. And so, and he's okay with it. So, but you bitches gotta see me from the neck up, so I take care of that. I'm sorry, I'm just being honest. My feet's 2 out of 10. Yeah. Don't even get me started. Do you think you would have a good time if you hung out with Dr. Dray? I do. I do think. Listen, that's a good question, Andrew. Andrew's asking the really great questions. I think I would have a great time with Dr. Dray because there's something about me that I can bring out a person's goofy side, or I can bring out someone's extroverted side, even if they're like an introvert, even if they're dry as chalk. I feel like if I hung out with Dr. Dray, she would be so like, who the fuck is this guy, Cho? Why is he talking so much? He's so interesting. Like, I feel like I would bring out the best in her. I really do think I would have a good time with her. I'd have a good time with her. I gotta visit. Yes, I have to visit you. I do. I really do want to visit you, Mira. That'd be so much fun. I'm a bare bone minimalist for girl for body care. I hear you. Oh, welcome back, Commander. We're not going to be here much longer, but welcome back. I'm just saying, well, listen, the thing about me, Mira, is like, listen, if we're going to be friends, we have to learn how to read each other and be shady because I can expose myself and be self-deprecating, and there are things about me that is dumb and stupid and outrageous, and if you clock it, it is what it is. Like, the sky's blue. Like, you can't sit here and say the sky is not blue. You can't sit here and say that 1 + 1 is not 2. You can't say those things. Like, she's dry as chalk. Show me something different. Show me something different. Commander, by the way, I hope that you have enjoyed your time here tonight. Please give me a subscription, please. Help a brother out tonight. Be sure to like this stream. Be sure to go to my videos that have been flopping extravagantly. I talked about this earlier, but my vlogs are really good actually, but they have flopped so poorly. So go watch those videos in their entirety and then give them a like and then comment your thoughts. There's some cool stuff coming up as well, but definitely go support me on all aspects of my YouTube channel because it's so funny. I look at my analytics and the people that watch me on the live streams don't watch my reels and they don't watch my videos. And the girls that always comment on my videos, like Fern, love Fern, like Fern, they don't watch my live streams or my shorts. And of course, the girls on the shorts, they don't give a fuck about anything but shorts because they have such a short attention span. So they're only watching fucking shorts. So be a good subscriber and watch me on all 3 platforms within YouTube. Okay? I'm the opposite. I've always been able to get along with people who are very hard to get along with for some. I think that's a good thing, Mira. It's a good thing. Roman, bitch, don't come in here trying to clock me like that. I can talk. Listen, Roman. I can talk about nothing for a long time. I can. Some people, I don't know. I think it's a talent. I think it's a talent. I can talk. I could talk about nothing for 60 minutes minimum. I can talk about nothing for 60 minutes. It's 1 o'clock, y'all. I need to be off to bed too. This has been so much fun. I just had so much fun with you guys. I love when I get so many questions that really speeds the time up and I kind of forget where I am and what I'm doing. Mira, thank you so much. Love you long time. You trying to see me in that orange robe next live, brother? No Diddy. No, full Diddy. Minus the abuse. Full Diddy. I need to be in an orange robe. You're right. You're right. But guys, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for the laughs. Thank you for the fun time. I'm gonna try. Should I even say this? Because I know Bambi is gonna be so pissed and clock me tomorrow if it doesn't happen. I'm gonna try to go live tomorrow night too. I think the new thing is we're gonna go live Saturday nights and Sunday nights. It's like weekends with Cho. Hey Kendra, it's okay. Mwah. I'm just getting up here and lying to y'all and saying I'm gonna be live tomorrow night. Maybe, allegedly, hopefully. I'm planning. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm planning to live stream tomorrow night as well, same time, 11:30. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna try to make that a thing because I'm really loving the engagement I'm getting on the live streams, and I think it's a good thing. So, I hope you're good, Kendra. I know you've been going through the gigs. I hope you're good. But yeah, we're gonna end the stream because I actually have not eaten dinner, and so naturally, I was so busy today. I didn't even do a recap of my day. I don't know. Sorry, I've been so busy today. I've been volunteering all day at the community lunch program. There's so many things that I could have talked about today. Like at my community lunch program, I had to speak Spanish. I was forced to speak Spanish to people that did not speak English again. And in a way, I was like proud of myself for like speaking Spanish and like being able to communicate somewhat. My Spanish is very bad, by the way. And I even told them at the very beginning, like, I'm so sorry. Like, my Spanish is bad. But I even told them, like, I'm sorry. But I had to speak Spanish to them. And they're the second person to come to the community lunch program where I volunteer every Saturday that spoke no English. And it just makes me kind of sad. What'd you say? I know it's not. I know this shit is still not empty. I know. Crazy, Roman. It's crazy. I know it's still not empty. It's ridiculous because it's so fucking disgusting. That's why. Um. So, like I was saying, like, they didn't speak any English, and I was speaking Spanish, and we made it work, and it was fine. But it makes me kind of sad because it's like, why? Like, again, why do we have it so that people are in this country struggling? Imagine coming to this country and not knowing English. How fucking terrifying. Like, what a terrible condition for people to be in. You know what I mean? It's just like, it just made me sad. Made me sad. Okay, yes. Thank you. Thank you. I gotta go eat. You know me, because I'll be here another hour. Pardon me. I'm done, by the way, Roman. Thank you for double checking. I hope to see you again tomorrow, Roman, and Commander, and all the other new people that have been here. Come back tomorrow. Come back next week. I love you guys. It's been so much fun chatting. I'm gonna go eat my dinner at 1:30 because that's so normal. Love you guys. Bye.